Okay, so if you ever feel like your focus is completely shattered and you're just exhausted for no good reason, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into a really simple but honestly powerful idea, the 7-day attention reset. I mean, come on, does this sound familiar? It's a pattern so many of us have just kind of slipped into, right? Our phones have become the bookends to our entire day. But have you ever stopped to think about what that habit is actually doing to us? And this is the real mystery, isn't it? You could spend the entire day on the couch just scrolling away, but you feel completely drained, like marathon level tired. And let me tell you, that feeling, it's not in your head. It's a very real symptom of a very modern problem. So let's get right to the core of it. It's so easy to blame the phone, blame the apps, blame the tech. But what if that's not the real enemy here? The issue isn't the device in your hand, it's about who's in control. This is exactly why you feel so tired. When you're just mindlessly scrolling, your brain isn't taking a break. It's actually working overtime. Think of it like leaving a mental tap running all day long, just pouring out your focus and your energy. It's no wonder the tank feels empty by the end of the day. And this right here, this is the crucial shift in thinking you have to make. We make the mistake of blaming the phone, but the truth is, the phone is just the delivery system. It's feeding a habit that's already inside our own brains. The real problem isn't external, it's chemical. And here's the culprit: dopamine. See, every little notification, every new video, every single like is a tiny, effortless hit of this pleasure chemical. Your brain gets completely hooked on these easy wins, and all of a sudden, the normal, slower rewards of actual life, well, they just can't compete anymore. Reading a book feels slow, going for a quiet walk feels boring.
So, what do we do about it? What's the fix? Well, it's not some crazy, impossible digital detox. This is a practical 7-day plan, and it's designed for real people who live in the real world.
And that's a really important point. We are not talking about throwing your phone into a river here. This is all about small, deliberate actions you can take over just 1 week to shift that balance of power and put yourself back in the driver's seat. All right, so here we go. Here's the plan. The first 6 days are all about systematically taking back your attention, and we're going to break it down into 3 really simple phases. It all starts simple, just cutting out the constant interruptions. Then we move on to something a little deeper, relearning how to just be bored again. And finally, we're going to solidify the habit by creating some protected, quiet time. So let's break each of these down. For days 1 and 2, this is your only job. Seriously, that's it. Think about it. Every buzz, every single ping is basically another company stealing a tiny slice of your attention without even asking. By turning them off, you're taking back the most basic level of control. You decide when to look at your phone, not the other way around. Now, days 3 and 4, this is where we start to introduce a little bit of friction. You're going to set some app limits, but, and this is key, not for productivity. The whole point is to purposefully hit that brick wall. You want the app to lock you out so you can finally feel that twitchy, uncomfortable urge to keep scrolling instead of just mindlessly giving into it. And this is the most important part of the whole thing. When that timer goes off and the limit hits, don't just switch to another app or go grab a snack. Just sit there. Sit in that discomfort for 60 seconds. In that single minute, you are actively rewiring your brain. You're teaching it that not every urge has to be satisfied instantly.
Okay, so for days 5 and 6, you start to carve out these sacred screen-free zones, the first hour of your day, the last hour before you go to sleep, and all of your meal times. This isn't just about cutting down your screen time. It's about giving your brain the silence it is desperately craving to actually process things, to reset, and to recover.
So, after 6 days of these practical changes, we finally get to the most important part of the entire reset. Day 7. This is where the real learning happens. What you have to do on this day is really simple. First, you're going to check your phone's usage stats. Then, you're just going to pay attention to how many times you do that phantom grab, where you just reach for your phone for no reason at all. And then, you're going to ask yourself one big, honest question. And that's it. After a week of conscious effort, you just have to answer this honestly. There's no right or wrong answer here. It's just about your observation. Seeing the truth of your relationship with this little device, well, that's the final step in truly taking back control. So what happens after day 7 is over? What's the actual ultimate goal of all this? it might not be what you think. See, this whole thing isn't about becoming some productivity machine or a monk with perfect willpower. Discipline, that's just a side effect. It's not the main objective. The real reward is something way more valuable. It's about rediscovering a state of being, a feeling that's been buried under years and years of digital noise. It's like you're clearing away all the dirt to find something clean and clear and calm underneath, a feeling a lot of us have forgotten is even possible.
That feeling, it actually has a name. It's called mental space. It's that quiet, calm feeling when your mind isn't being pulled in a million different directions. It's the clarity that comes when you can actually hear your own thoughts without the constant background static of the digital world.
And this is the final powerful idea here. Once you get a real taste of that genuine peace, of that mental space, you'll start to crave it. It becomes its own reward, a new kind of addiction that is just infinitely more fulfilling than the cheap dopamine hits from endless scrolling. The only question is, are you ready to feel it?